There's Life Prepper and part of the Jones Seed series. Check out my save list. I've updated it. And what I'm doing today is I am out collecting Joe Pye. And I'm going to be cutting the flowers up and the leaves up and probably part of the stem and grind them to make tinctures with, sell them as the leaves. Now when you see them, now they're cousins to the bone set that I've harvested. And you can see here I found some, while I'm out here, I found some burdock. I've got some first year growth and other things. But the leaves has like a starlight shape to them. As you can see right here. You can use all part of the Joe Pye plant. It's, sometimes I recommend try to harvest before the flowers start to bloom. Or you can do it while the flowers in bloom, cut them up, make tinctures out of them, and things in that area. Now, it's just like any wild plant, you've got to be responsible. So you can see here, so it's a diuretic, it's for fevers. It's known like a sweating plant. It makes you sweat, excess fluid. So if you have, you know, leaf edema, fluid swelling of the legs, ankles, or whatever, it will help sweat out the excess fluid. But at the same time, you need to make sure you have plenty of liquids to drink, because it is the purpose of that. It also helps with and I'm so out of breath. I'm sorry. It helps with respiratory infections, disorders. It also helps with diarrhea. But it's really known for as a gravel root, because the ancient people and the modern people who does believe in herbs uses it for kidney stones and bladder stones to help break them up. But like anything, you gotta be responsible. You gotta check with the doctor before you do it. So I say I want to be harvesting the flower and the leaves, cutting them up like I cut the others up, and I'm grinding them. Now, the stem part I won't use. I will use these parts, the smaller stems. Those I will cut up. But the stems here gets really woozy and woody and stiff. So I really don't use that part when I'm harvesting. You can see how huge these things can get. 6 foot tall. They can get huge. And one batch, one plant's going to give you plenty of leaves and flowers to dry and to harvest. That's why the seeds are really fine. It'll convert. It can convert to the seeds. So that's why a lot of times I recommend before the flowers start to bloom to harvest them. Of course, I've got started later in the year, so I'm going to have to make do with what I got here and the leaves here and get everything harvested. I don't even have to use the flower part. If I don't want to, I can dispose of it. But I'm going to use it anyway. So like I say, it's got medical benefits. There's not really any research. You're going to have doctors out there say, no, don't know. But someone along the way, the reason it's called the Joe Pye plant, because Joe Pye used it for typhoid fever when it happened. And it helped cure so many people. So think about everything you got. Think about nature. Think about the use of natural herbs and plants to aid you. But also, always check with your doctor. Always do your research. And be responsible when you are harvesting your wild herbs, making your teas, making your tinctures. Do not overtake any of it, because it can be toxic if your body gets overwhelmed with the use of anything. Just like medications the doctor prescribes you. Don't overtake anything. So this is Life Prepper, part of the Jones Seed series, saying be safe, be happy, and harvest your plants, dry them, and be thankful for nature that has to offer us. Like I said, ain't that so beautiful? I know it smells so nice.